Hey everybody, today I wanted to share with you my strategy on how to beat Ghostbusters on the NES the fastest and easiest way possible. According to my experience and research, if you know of any ways to improve this method, please feel free to share them in the comments below. For this guide, I'll assume most viewers understand the basics of the game. If not, feel free to watch my full review of the game, which I'll link in the description below. In the first phase of the game, you need to raise $15,000. Start by going to the store and buying a capture beam, a ghost alarm, and either 2 or 3 traps. If you buy 2 traps, it's possible to raise the remaining $12,000 with only needing to return to headquarters once, but that's only if you're able to catch all 4 ghosts 4 times in a row without ever getting hit by a car in the driving sequence, which is not easy to do. Buying a 3rd trap means you'll need to raise an extra $1,000, but can be convenient to avoid returning to headquarters as often. After you buy the traps, you need to catch ghosts to raise money. When driving, I like to stick to the top right corner of the screen. You can still get hit, but hits aren't super common, and you'll get to your destination pretty fast. When catching ghosts, you'll want to catch all 4 at once, if possible, for a $3,000 maximum payday. But there is an invisible timer, so sometimes it's best just to get what you can. Don't forget to empty your traps when needed or convenient. With a little practice, you'll be able to complete the first phase in about 5 minutes. Once you raise the $15,000, head to Zuul in the center. The stairway is truly one of the worst level designs in any NES game in my humble opinion. Since you need to press A for every single step you take, I recommend using a turbo controller for this section. You start with 3 invisible lives. Every 3rd hit knocks you down and takes away 1 life. Once you are knocked down twice, losing 2 of your 3 lives, you need to open doors with the B button, trying to find the ghost behind the door that will knock you down. If he does, this seems to loop your invisible life counter to 255 lives, giving you more than enough to reach the top. If you get knocked down before finding the ghost, your game ends, but it's no big deal since it will only take you about 5 minutes to reach this part again. One caveat: if you open a door and hear this sound, you actually gain lives. I'm not sure, but I think it's 2 lives. This may ruin the trick, or you may be able to try looking again after you get down twice again. I also read that finding this door after activating the trick may nullify its effects, so don't open any more doors after you activate the trick. Now it's time for your battle with Gozer. You will be given 9 invisible hit points. You lose a hit point when touched by a red bullet or a ghost, but Gozer's wave attack will take away 3 hit points, so you'll definitely want to avoid that one. Lose all 9 points and your game is over in defeat. Gozer has 15 hit points. Every hit takes away 1 point. You can leave the screen if things are getting too chaotic to clear things up, but when you do, Gozer gains a hit point. So you will want to try to hit Gozer as many times as possible before leaving the screen. And when you return, I found that coming up a little right of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's head can help you line up for some quick shots on Gozer. I put a counter on the screen to show you how Gozer's hit points are affected. This section has an invisible timer represented by the Marshmallow Man climbing on the bottom, but this shouldn't be too much of an issue after a little practice. Defeat Gozer and you win, getting to enjoy a poorly written ending. And if you followed these tips, it may have taken you around 10 minutes to do so. So there you go, my tips on defeating Ghostbusters for the NES the easiest and quickest way I know how. Thank you to GameFAQ contributor The Admiral for finding some great detailed information on the game, almost 14 years ago to the day of the time of my posting this video. And thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and consider becoming a Patreon supporter or a channel member. And I will see you next time.